the 100th anniversary of Rotary. So we started it and need to have $20,000 to establish it. So it gave us 2.5, 3 years to be able to put that money together and establish it. And it was done so. And so that was our project and our contribution to the centennial year of Rotary. The other one was there was a big push on membership, as it always is, but also district-wise, but also an emphasis on retaining members who have done a lot in following years from the time that they make their major contributions. So we came up with the idea and said, might as well utilize the expertise of past presidents, so we established the Past Presidents Council as an advisory group to the board on behalf of the club, just to give to, as a sounding board and to give ideas to the board on particular issues that they're asked to do. And that's when you hear about the last meeting they had was to determine a list of charities for us to elect or to vote on to determine who our funds from the Bowl-a-thon will be going to. So that's an example you've heard recently. I want to add a little bit of thing history having to do with the build up to the what's coming up next Wednesday that Trish had already talked about. How many of you had participated in the Star Reading program? Okay, so that means there's several who have not. Okay. Not only does Trish needs some substitutes. That means you're on call for if somebody can't make it for illness or whatever it may be, can give you a call and try to have somebody. Each person as a primary is responsible for getting a replacement. We need a list of those replacements. The STAR program, Mary Landon came up with wanted to give a district a history of the programs and put it together. Did a lot of research and put it together, and so a lot of things I'd forgotten and wasn't sure of. We call it Dave Mulvey Memorial Reading Program, or the STAR program. STAR standing for Soaring to Achievement in Reading. It started in about 94 in the Lynn Haven Club with a fellow named Dave Mulvey, who was an incoming president when it folded, and I helped him in establishing that program at Plaza Elementary School. So when Lynn Haven folded in 97, it could not keep their membership up, therefore they turned in their charter. Then we brought Dave Mulvey, myself, and 2 others, came to this club with under the cajoling of Joe. The others went to other clubs throughout the area. So Dave and I suggested that our club pick up that program and continue it, and we did so. So we've been doing it ever since. So it's got quite a history to it. We started off with the Rotarians will be mentoring reading with a 3rd grader who is at reading risk, and if there's only 10 of us, which we have right now, that means there's only 20 kids we can serve. We have 2 kids per period, per hour, 30 minutes each, that we spend with those kids reading material that we have purchased for the program. That's where our money comes in. Buying materials not only for the teachers to use, but for us to use during the mentoring program. And it's an absolute joy to do so. So if you feel uncomfortable about it, just come by and visit and watch what goes on, so you'll be familiar with what it is. And you may want to do it, particularly get on a substitute. Yes, ma'am.
Point out that they don't have to read; the kids read.
Now, you don't have to be able to read. If that's holding you back. I've run over time. I got to tell you. There's one little kid was always wearing his Cub Scout uniform, because that was the day of his den meeting. Charlie Firestone substituted for me one day. The next week, when I showed up, this kid, he reads a page, and then he says, goes to the next page, he said, "Okay, now it's your turn." I said, No. I said, "You're doing the reading." He said, "Well, Mr. Firestone did it that way." So I told him, I said, "Look at my name tag." Does that say Firestone? I said, no, I said, but read. So they'll try anything. But yeah, it's a super program. It's, if you'd like to have a copy of what, Mary, we don't have it on the website. You haven't done so, right?
I can send it out.
It'd be good for you to have, so Mary will send that out to everybody. That way you'll know what the actual history is. And it's interesting, and we're carrying it on. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Sure.
It's a treat always to have Jim share some ideas with us. Dan,
Yes,
you gonna do it from there or up here?
I'll do it from
Come
here. I'd like to introduce our speaker for today, Mary Landon. I'm not going to say too much. We already know her, other than she's from Pittsburgh, home of the soon-to-be 7th world champion of the National Football League. Record 7. And she has.
And you're going to win the lottery too.
Numerous degrees, and I'm not going to read her CV. It's just too long. Other than to say she has a PhD in higher education from ODU. So welcome, please, Mary Landon.
Don't hurt yourself.
Okay, superheroes, on the mark, ready, go. We only have 3 weeks. Okay, let's see. Anyway, when you leave here, you'll remember that. So, if we can move forward. I am happy to say that since we made this yesterday, we were adding to it, a great deal has come in today, so that is really awesome. These are our charities. Next. Then we have our flyer, which is on the table. So if you have someone that you want to ask to give a donation to, this tells them what we're doing. So you don't want to walk in cold. You want to take these. They're there. We have a lot more. They were printed up. We paid for them. Use them. So everything, and we can go to the next one. Everything here. So please help get sponsors. You've done a great job so far. So next one. Let's make a strike. These are our prizes. We have $1,000, which comes out of the donations. We have Ryan's. Do you want to tell them what that is again?
Sure. Yeah. So it'll be a trust for either an individual or the parents, and it will have everything that comes with it: a power of attorney, an advance medical directive, the pour-over will, and any deeds and assignments that need to be done, and the execution and the intake for us to go over what type of trust and documents you'd like.
Thank you very much for that. And then we have an $800 American Airlines travel gift card. What that means is it's good money to go take to the airline to pay for your trip. I looked up the amounts, and so you could go to Boston or New York or several places for $800 and have a good trip. Where?
California.
Yep, California. There you go. So if that's a good seller right there. Sorry, Jim. That would make like many trips if they did. It's a small one. And then we have Pete and Stacy. Pete, do you want to tell us what that is?
We all count on our remote box. Hand me the box, that's as far as we get with high tech. For the next generation down, they can talk to their phone to change the channels on TV. So that's what that's all about.
Okay, great. Technology. Next.
Never need to get up again.
Okay, we have the raffle prizes. We just talked about that. Go ahead, next. Right now, this is way out of date, which I'm so happy about, because this was what it was yesterday before we came here. And now today, a lot of you piled it on to Tricia, so we will update that. And I will continue to send you what we have so you know how we're doing. And you can go out and pound the streets, put on your mask, do whatever it takes to help us get to our charities. Next. Donors. We have 2 anonymous superheroes who don't want to be named, but who have done a great job. And we have Paul. Thank you very much. And we have more today. So that's going to get filled. There'll be multiple other slides, which is awesome to make. Next. Raffle tickets so far, but that was minor compared to what we got in today, and Stacy's taking care of raffle tickets. What happens is Trish gets the money, Stacy gets the raffle tickets, and then we compile that so that the those for the donations for the Rotary Foundation go in your name, so we know that everybody has contributed when we get our Rotary Foundation per person amount up. Next. We had 2 teams yesterday, and actually 3 because I have 2. But now today we've got a lot of teams. We need more teams. We need a lot of teams. And I was asking Chan how that works. It's $50 a team. However, if you're a sponsor, Chan, would you explain what you told me?
The objective or goal is $250 per team, which with 5 members comes down to $50 each. And it can be done anyway, either the members themselves actually getting sponsors, or the team captain, or if indeed the company has, for example, if Richard Brinkley's company had made a $500 corporate contribution, that would count for 2 votes. And again, it's a goal. That's all it is, indeed. If we come up with it, fine.
Right.
We want boulders.
Correct.
Who's doing the teams?
Chan is,
Jan?
right?
No, Ken Scott is.
I'm sorry. Ken's doing the teams.
Fine.
Who?
Who's on first? Who's on first? Ken's doing the teams.
I'm doing the team.
Yep, you said you were.
Okay.
Can you do the teams?
Only for you, Mary.
Thank
Only
you.
for
I'll put my hood back on.
I could take off me $1. I bet her she couldn't get you to do
You
it.
have to tell me what to do.
Pardon?
You have to tell me what you want me to do.
We will. We'll discuss that. We'll do
Okay.
lunch and discuss
All right.
that.
Don't forget that $250 doesn't include the registration for the bowling itself.
Good point. What's that mean?
There's still the fee to bowl. We still have to pay the alley $10, so it's $50 per team to bowl.
Right.
It's $10 per person to bowl, and then we want each team to raise $250 towards the charities.
So if your team only has 4, it's only $40.
Are we going to penny ante this?
I'm just kidding.
Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay, so here's what we had so far yesterday. Now I have to remind you that there are costs. We pay the lanes $1,492 to be there. And then we're printing costs, and then of course the $1,000 prize. Now this goes up and up and up. There are on your tables these that I sent out electronically for you to say you are invited. And it tells everybody you're inviting to bowl, so you can get some teams going on. And people want to know why they're coming. So this is an information sheet. It's on the table right there. You also have these on the table for your contributions. And you have the bowling team forms on the table somewhere. Bowling teams. Do we have it right there, over there? Can I have one of those? You also have the bowling teams. So we're looking for our bowling teams to be, and there's a white copy that goes in with the payment, goes to Trish. There's the pink copy that you get to keep. And then there's the canary copy that Ken's going to get so he knows who the teams are. And then we'll be assigning lanes.
What color am I going to get?
You're going to get canary.
That's yellow.
Is that your favorite color? It's yellow.
They keep the white one?
The team captain keeps the white one and turns it in when they come in the door for the bowl-a-thon. So we can check and make sure all the money's been contributed and everything's outlined and everything's efficiently noted. Any questions about that so far? The added fundraising, which is always fun, is the auction. And as Dave pointed out, we have some wine over here. And he had some wine last week, or before Christmas. And then we also have going on a gift card auction, which we already have 2 gift cards. We have, the hotel gave us a weekend. And Ryan already brought Barnes & Noble gift card. So Des has agreed to run the silent auction for the gift card. So she's going to come and she's going to do the Des Dandelides. She wants to be with us. She can't always be with us, but I pick her up and she's gonna go to CTAC. She's gonna read at CTAC. So.
Are we doing other things in silent auction too, like we've done in the past?
No, because a couple things happened. We had to give back money to things that didn't work. Sometimes that becomes problematic.
Gotcha.
So I think the gift cards and the hotels and the vacations and the fishing trips, we've already, someone's already looking into getting us, actually Judy Thaler, getting us, I think it's a paddleboarding, wave running, whatever that thing is that she knows that you can get. And the lady from the Chesapeake Bay Foundation, who we're going to go at some point to a meeting there.
The Brock Center.
Yeah, she is trying to get us a fishing trip. Because she really wants us to go there. She wants us to see the place. We just haven't had the time or what to do that. And strangely enough, when we were going to do the road rally there, starting there, they couldn't accommodate it. And then I met her in Pittsburgh at a friend's shower, and I said, oh my gosh, you're the person. And she said, you mean they turned you down? And she was like, she's the director, so I guess that wasn't too cool. But so she promised us she would work with us to have a meeting there someday. And she also knows of somebody here that has a fishing boat that might give us that. So there's a lot of different things we can get that are enticing, that are different. We'll just differ it up this year and do the gift card thing. So I'm sure each of you can find somebody to give a gift card that we can make some more money on the auction. Are there any other ideas for making money that you want to contribute that we haven't addressed for the bowl fund?
Well, we don't have a mechanical bowl.
No, we don't. Because that made us a lot of money.
I will tell you, it made us a lot of money because past presidents started getting their egos up. Next thing you know, here comes a wall and opening up, and nobody wanted to get on the bowl. But something like, I don't know, maybe the past president's challenge on most number of pins and 2 balls or something.
Yes, yes.
You know,
And somebody,
make them pay $100 to enter. Something like that.
Last number of pins on 2 balls, you can't
Yeah.
get it.
Challenge each other, I don't know, something like that. That challenge worked pretty good, and for other events, when you get into it and everybody's having fun, you know, what's a couple more dollars? You know?
yeah, after you get, what's a couple, after Richard gets ours, what's a couple more after that?
I heard it was 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, the beer did.
Still on kayaks.
I'm sorry?
You still want kayaks for summer auction.
Oh, if that can work, that can work.
They're new, so.
Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be
No
awesome.
returns.
That would be a big thing.
No returns.
No returns on that. Dave, you said something about the pins things for the.
And one of the things we need to get is the form for doing the, pin pledge things that we've done in the past, where particularly the Interact clubs and stuff go out and get those, and somebody pledges, I'll pay you 5 cents for every pin your team gets.
Oh, okay.
As part of that fundraising for the team.
Okay. Does anybody already have that form made up, or do I?
It's probably in the box from previous years. I may have.
There should be
You
somewhere.
talk about the long form, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there should be some still in the box.
Okay.
And I may have electronic label.
Okay.
May I just tell
Sure.
you something?
Yes.
Anthony just told me that he'll get a team, so.
All right. Thank you, Anthony. We look forward to seeing you there. That's awesome. And you're going to be one of our new members, so that's just great.
Paperwork's already started.
We can Anthony, we can fast track an induction right to the bowling alley.
That's right. We can have it.
Fast track that induction right to the bowling alley.
Okay.
What time does it start this year, Mary?
Noon to 4.
Bowling starts at.
Bowling actually starts at 12:30. We get in at 12 and get all registered, and it starts at 12:30. And David, you didn't have a chance to go there yet, did you, to look at the thing?
No,
No, okay.
I'm going to give Amy a call later today.
Okay.
Bowling actually starts at 12:30. I thought that was practice time, and the actual competition started at 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock?
That's the way it's been tradition.
Then we will do that. Yeah, we will do it that way. Whatever we did traditionally, that's what we'll do.
How many
We
lanes
cannot
have
break
you
tradition.
reserved? How many lanes have you reserved?
Well, they said 36, so we can do,
That's a minimum, right?
that's a minimum.
Am I supposed to assign lanes
Yes.
when I get these stuff?
Yes,
And you start number 1?
yes,
That's what I'm going to make
That's
some
what
phone
he's-
calls on today.
yeah.
on on which end we want to be. I'll let you know.
And where we can put our auction stuff and things like that, David.
You have things like two teams wanting to be together.
Together.
But they have to tell me.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
They have to put it on the
You gotta
paper.
work it.
Like my two teams have to be together. That's the way that goes. Okay, yes.
Maybe we can address this next week, but banners, could we turn those in?
Yeah, that was our next thing. Thank you. Banners. Hello?
Hey, guys, listen.
Hold on again. Banners. Craig is coming next week and the following week to pick up your banners. And she will be taking care of that. She has a team coming and she herself is taking care of the banners. And she told me she's coming next week and the following week.
And if we need new banners for
If we
new
need new banners, we talk to her. But we have to do that quickly because we only have a couple weeks left. So if you have a corporate sponsor that you need a banner for, you need to tell us and she will tell you what you need to do. And I gave you her information on the last email, but I will send it out again.
Okay.
So we refresher. I'll be sending you emails till you're sick of me until the 30th. Joe,
If you want, I can show you a banner as a sample.
that'd be great.
Okay.
He has
I
one
brought
here.
this thing to be collected today, but next week will be fine. Chad, if you want to take one in. Well, a surprise Bill Gearmark.
Upside down.
We'll really surprise him. Whatever.
Guys are killing
They had a banner made up originally, and then they replaced it, I think, with this year's banner. But these go at the head of each lane
Yep.
of your team that you're sponsoring. If you don't already have the banner from previous years, I think you pay a modest fee to hang it again this year. If not, you pay the going price to create a new banner. But this one, this is all set. This goes in front of the team that comes from St. Mary's Home.
That's right, yes.
All right.
$300 contribution or more, right?
Yeah, 300.
Yep.
300 or more.
Yeah, whatever you, 300, but whatever, if you want to add 1,000.
Shouldn't the banners go in front of lanes that are from different people than the ones than the sponsor? Because you want to be advertising to yourself, you want to be advertising to other people.
That's the lawyer street. You hear that?
Don't worry. No need to match
Just a small.
Most people have 300 vision.
Not when you're bowling, you're supposed to be concentrating.
Okay, so now, Camille has, and Chan actually made use of this, Camille has actually given us the opportunity to pay online, and it's Eventbrite, and we did that for the road rally, and it was quite successful. So David is going to put this up on our website,
Yep.
correct? And so that'll be up there. He already has all the information, in case you don't go see the website, he has all the information about the Bowl-a-thon on the website, and so then this will be added to that. Is there anything else you want me to tell you or ask me to find out about the Bowl-a-thon? This is my first year, so I've been asking all the experts. I, had to educate myself first, so all this information you're giving me is great. Chester?
Mary, you talked about revenue ideas. I haven't heard mentioned this morning, but in the past, the bowling alley has given us a certain cut of the proceeds from the snack bar, beer, pizza, and so forth. Is that in place this year?
I'm not aware of that.
They didn't do that last year, so I don't, that wasn't in the contract last year. I have the contract from last year, and they did not do that last year as far as I
You
know.
got as much as 10% off the gross proceeds, so that might be.
We can ask
Yeah.
them.
Chester, that may have changed when AMF bought everybody out and everything went corporate. We don't even call the alley anymore.
Yeah,
We call AMF. We have a corporate rep that then deals with the manager at the bowling alley.
Right.
So that may have changed then, because it's.
Yeah, the roll now, the manager might have some discretion, so I would think we pursue it.
we can ask
Yeah.
her.
Is that corporate rep a Rotarian?
I doubt it.
Corey.
No, Amy.
No, it's Amy,
oh.
somebody. And
Yeah.
also, if you have any need for more raffle tickets, we have a lot more raffle tickets that you can have at your disposal to sell. Thank you for thank you for everything that you've already contributed that I didn't even know about till today.
Got something from.
Dave, when you talk to Amy, we ask her if you can get like a free family pack bowling for our auction.
Sure.
Yeah, we're gonna
Do that.
That's on the plan, actually. Thank you. Two things besides Bowl-a-thon. Don't forget to correct your membership directory information, because I need to get those printed up. Everybody's asking for them, but I'm hesitant to print them up if the information isn't any good. And then
When's the dues letter coming out?
the dues coming out now, it's $130 in case you forgot. That's not my job, sorry. That's her job.
Okay, Trish, just wait.
I also have, remember we did the grant for TCC's work ethics program? I already have Jim Jones and Stacy signed up. I'm gonna send this schedule out. I need volunteers to teach for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more classes. So if you are able and you look at this, you can sign up for one of the classes. I would appreciate it. The curriculum is made. I give you everything you need, handouts, everything is already there for you.
When's that starting?
That starts on January 21st through the 25th. Any other questions? Okay.
Mary, one last thing.
The force be with you.
When you're reviewing your information on the directory, if it's correct, just initial it.
Or check.
So, or check it off.
Somebody put a check next to mine.
If it's wrong, correct it.
Okay, last three from Batman, 305.
Oh, I did. Oh, I did.
Okay.
Anthony, we expect to see you back next Friday at 7:30. Be a gift to the world. This meeting's adjourned.